Hey, hello. Good morning, Vietnam. How are you doing? You beautiful human beings. You're looking so good. I can't see you, but I can feel it, I can feel it in my gut. That you're looking so damn fine today. I hope you're feeling as good as you are looking. Let me tell you that. We are here on this beautiful cave exit, really. I mean, it's an entrance and an exit. It's both. Is that a symbolism? I do not know, but it is beautiful here. And when we left off yesterday, this time I didn't let a whole month go by in between my gameplay sessions. Yesterday, when we left off, I said that we needed to rest because we're looking pretty banged up over here. The boys, Karlach and me specifically, we're not looking fine. Not one bit. I'm sorry, Karlach. I mean it in a good way. And so we need to rest. And I thought, well, we've got this for a view, right? So why not do it now? I bet Holson, well, we can't see him now, but I bet Holson's out there thinking, this motherfucker, when is he gonna deal with these people so I can leave? It's been hours. Well, I'm sorry, mate. Long rest. Oh, I can do a long rest straight up? Well, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna waste an opportunity to go to camp. Absolutely not. Hells, it's her, Karlach, the archdevil's servant.
Shit. I just can't shake you, can I?
You're over here. Hello, Volo. You're over here. You're over there. I didn't hear him, but you did. And you answered. And I heard you. But nothing happened. I guess that's good. Also, again, the attention to detail. The attention to detail in this game that I went to sleep here. Oh, look at you. Are you reading? Oh, you're meditating. You also have an ogre's head. I like ogres. I've got ogre buddies. What was their name? Dumb and Dumber? No, what was their name? Lump. I like Lump, let me tell you. Also reminds me of Lamb. A character in the Robert Comics books. Never mind. But I'm liking you, Lazo. These past few sessions, you've been gaining points, let me tell you. But as I was saying, I love the attention to detail of the game addressing where we are, right? And so because we're in this decrepit temple, they built a camp specifically within the decrepit temple. They didn't need to do this. They could have just had one camp that looks the same the entire playthrough and it's outdoors. And that's it. Fuck off. Shut up. Don't worry about it. But they didn't do that. They chose to have it this way. And honestly, I think it's amazing. The level of detail. We are going to be exploring these two doors in a second. But we're going to be talking to everybody as well. Also, why is only he talkable? Where's my owlbear? Wait, that's... Where's my owlbear? Did he not get to the camp? No. And Shaggy, Shaky, Stuffy, Scratch. Scratch is not here either. Why? Scratch. Traveler's chest. Ornamental piano. I'm worried. I'm worried about the owlbear. Come on, who ate the owlbear? Come on.
Four, 9, and 13 more.
I'm sorry, motherfucker. You're here with your bald head and your tattooed ass, reading on a book, spouting maths, and I don't have my owlbear. Who the fuck are you? Withers. That's an apt name. And what have you done with my
I want
owlbear?
to have a word.
Another. Thy name has been recorded.
I'm not dead, you
I shall
little
be
shit.
here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
What services? I don't know you. Not to be rude, but what are you? You were sorting something before. What were you doing? What kind of services can a skeleton offer? Care to explain why you're helping me? I prefer if you'd leave. Attack. Leave. Well, I do mean to be rude. What the fuck are you? Where the fuck did you come from?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
I expected simply a direct answer. They are important because I'm asking. It's called making conversation. I guess I was rude, so you get to be rude, but now answer the question. Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk. If you want an answer, then get out of my camp. Skeletons aren't supposed to talk, and they're also not supposed to be rude, you know?
Correct.
It's in the manual. Explain.
No.
You're a twat, Withers. You're a twat. What are you sorting then? Hey? What were those numbers? Owlbear feathers that you ingested? You cannibalistic fuck? I guess it wouldn't be cannibalism.
Mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Why? Okay, so he's offering mercenaries, basically. Not mercenaries, but it's what they were in Divinity Original Sin. You could get party members if you didn't like your party composition or you wanted a specific class or something to join your party. I never used it, and I won't use it now. I don't want random characters. I want to explore the quests of the characters we have, and I suspect we won't get the chance. We'll get the chance, but we won't get to know them fully in one playthrough. So I'm not going to be hiring anybody, but I like the excuse they found for this mechanic in the game. But also, why are you helping? Like, why is this skeleton offering it? Will these hirelings be joining me willingly? Do you think I can trust these cultists? Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us? And they'll be joining willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions
Forsooth,
doth run
forsooth.
deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
He said forsooth, and suddenly I like him. Okay. As I said, Withers, I kind of like you a little bit now. But, tell me, what other ways can you help me? For example, can you find a lost owlbear?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
So you can bring back the dead? That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you? Maybe because he's a skeleton called Withers. Is he the god? Wait, is he the god? The one that made the tally of the dead? The chronicler of the dead? Ah, Shadowheart mentioned it yesterday. It was the chronicler of death or the chronicler of the dead. One of the two. It was chronicler. That was the right word. He must be it. He must be it. The statue was of him. Right? And the sarcophagus, it was empty, but he was supposed to be in it. Because there was a line about in the quest journal that said that the sarcophagus had been opened before we got there. Right? I'm gonna have to check the... I didn't see the journal update, but I'm gonna have to check it. That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you? You mentioned a cost. What is it? And look very ugly doing it. I don't think it looks ugly, man. I think you're projecting, man. You're projecting. Helpful. No one's dead on my side at the moment, though. I would like to talk about hirelings. We don't know that it's easy for him. You mentioned the cost, and what's that cost?
A matter of coin.
200. That's cheap. We're obviously not going to say that. We're just thinking it. I hope he can't read my thoughts. What if I don't have that kind of gold right now? Can you help me change my class for 100? I would like to talk about hirelings. That's outrageous.
Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end.
Was that a threat? What if I don't have that kind of gold?
Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
He's got the face of Lord Tywin, but the voice of Dumbledore. Withers, this strange wraith commands many powers. He allows you to resurrect allies, hire help, and enhance your class. Or change your class. For a price, of course. Yeah, but where the fuck did he come from? Withers?
Fate spins along as it should.
Why are you helping?
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Neither. We're doing golden, thank you very much. What I need is to know why the fuck you're helping me. But you won't answer that question, will you? Also, where's the owlbear? I didn't come here for this. Also, real quick, there is something we have to do here. It has been decreed. I received a call that I was misrepresenting my fellow Brazilian playermen, and so it is required for me to do two things. No, I feel like this. There you go. And because Flairmen naturally are prone to different changes of hairstyle, at least one per season, it is high time we did that. And I have the right one in mind. The perfect one in mind, actually. It just needs to be found. That is not it. That is too modern. Too much. It has been found. It has been found. It looks kind of horrid, but sometimes we make bad decisions in life, and those decisions we have to stand by. That's the one I wanted, and so that is the one we shall have. Go on, man. You go off. You go off, little man. What are you looking at? You wish. You wish you could have this hair. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Will and Carla. Although I think I will not be able to until I actually go to sleep. But also, where's the owlbear, man? Did the fucking vampire eat it? Hello, Voldo. Have you seen it?
Ah, my good fellow.
That's a magnificent mustache, man.
You have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
Mind flayers, cultists, and your esteemed Why is my company grouped with those? Mind flayers and cultists. I find that a little bit offensive.
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some
Incredible.
kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
Did you pinch it? Were you recreating the moment? just now. I fought one of them, and the parasites, do you know anything about them? Why am I so angry? Well, you know, I fought one of them, Volo.
On the Sword Coast? Impossible.
Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one. A mind flayer planted one of their larvae in my brain. He doesn't need to know that. He's going to spin it into a romance novel and sell it for thousands. We don't want to be the next Twilight, let me tell you, especially not when tentacles are involved. Listen, mate, not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I actually killed one.
That can't be.
I was captured by a mind flayer before. I'm lucky to be alive. I killed a mind flayer in its lair aboard the Naughty Lord. I've also been infected with one of their parasites. Again, we can't go that route. Unless... I killed one in their lair. You know, that ship crashed into town, kind of made a big mess, big ruckus. There was one caught in the wreckage and it tried to eat me, so, you know, I stomped its face. You know, I might be short, but this foot, it's got a kick to it. No pun intended.
You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional.
Dementia?
Hey, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Other than the mind flayer infected me with a parasite. Malaise is one word for it. More like psychic transference. Nope, haven't noticed anything like that. We're gonna go with number 2. Malaise is a word for it, but it's more like psychic transference, maybe.
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
Unless you've been infected with one of their parasites. Unless... We're going to say nothing.
Are you familiar with the process of theromorphosis? That is what happens when a mind flare parasite infects a living host.
I'm familiar. I've been infected. No. Theromorphosis? What's that about?
I can't attest
We're playing
to the
dumb.
specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion,
Oh,
the
not
host,
that gesture.
that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
Not at all. Nobody in this camp has been infected, actually. No one at all. Reward. Volo has decided to remain in your camp. Having such a learned scholar nearby might be useful. You receive... Blazer of Benevolence. Oh? Why am I loving this? Remedial rhymes. When you inspire an ally using bardic inspiration, you gain 4 temporary hit points. We can't use that. And we don't have a bard in our party. But does it look good? That's what I want to know about. Oh, it's light armor. Damn it. We can't use it. But you know who can? Astarion. I'm encumbered. Man, we're never escaping that ghost. The ghost of encumbrance. Astarion. Buddy. Oh. Oh. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. Do you have anything more to say, Volo?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
This is the same thing you
I'll
said
just
before.
make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
What do you know? Okay, same conversation as before. That's alright. We don't need to have it. We don't. Did I explore the other room, though? I did go there, but did I... I don't think there was anything here. Oh, I'm encumbered. Jesus. I'm carrying a lot of bullshit. Send this to Karlach, why not? Alright. No longer encumbered. Good. So, yeah, we explored this. Nothing there. He's got a ball? Well, you got a ball, Gale. Were you playing with the owlbear? Has anyone seen the owlbear? I'm legit worried.
Isn't it glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to behold.
I love how everybody loves Karlach. Except Will, but he's a twat. Oh? Alright, never mind. You know, this looks like one of those, tree thralls in Warhammer.
What's on your mind?
She's got a teddy bear. She's got... Sorry. Never mind. She's got... Clive? It's got a name. Clive, a knitted toy bear stuffed with soft fur. We need to talk about this, Carla.
What's on your mind?
Are you using that bear to make everybody like you? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, it's correct and you should keep doing it. If the answer is no, then change your answer to yes and keep doing it. Wow, there's a lot of dialogue for her. I feel like she's gotten the most. This is impressive. How did you end up with such a contraption in your chest? Well, since we're at camp, and I kind of didn't want to ask before, we know you've been in hell, but what happened in between getting, let's say, kidnapped by one of hell's governing creatures and you getting an infernal engine, sorry, for a chest, for a heart?
The year, 10 air. The place, a sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual.
Uh-huh.
Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus.
You've mentioned her.
She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
I need to find me a book about tieflings and how they got to be in hell. Because that sounds like she was just a normal inhabitant of Faerun, and she fell in with the wrong crowd. Somebody made a deal with Zariel, using her as the price, and gave her away. And that's how she landed in the Hells. But I understood that tieflings came from the Hells. So how is that? Because she's a tiefling. Or maybe you are normal whatever class, well, not class, whatever race, you get through a contract sent to hell, and there you become, quotes, a tiefling, and the horns grow. In which case we should, start making deals right now. You mentioned a boss who gave you up to Zariel. Who was it? Go on then. Tell them. In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil? Well, go on then. You've piqued my interest.
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
So you're saying you're a tease. I can appreciate that. I would say I consider myself one as well, but I'm looking mighty green right now. I don't know why. It's disturbing. You mentioned a boss who gave you to Zariel. Yeah, we might be heading up to Baldur's Gate sometime not too far from now. So, in case we end up meeting with the wrong sort, just to make sure you don't end up with Zariel again, who was that guy who sold you off?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these
Oh, it's a plot of the movie again.
types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job, a good job, with people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
You look mighty invincible to me. Don't take it too hard. It sounds like all we need to do to fix up your engine is find some infernal iron. No, it doesn't. That's not what it sounds like at all. The guy couldn't actually fix it. He could only upgrade it in terms of power, but not in terms of you're not going to die and burn alive. So it's not fixed, not at all. It's also, let's see, out of all the characters, how many have ailments that are actively killing them? Excluding the tadpoles, I mean, which are killing all of us technically. We have Karlach, the infernal chest. We have Gale, mysterious addiction to consumption of magical items for somebody else, for somebody else's benefit. Then we have Shadowheart, who every once in a while will wince from the pain of some wound that she believes was given to her by her goddess. The opposite of Saloon. I don't remember her name. And then we'll probably have something as well. Does being a vampire count as something that's killing you? Very likely not, because you're kind of immortal. So he doesn't count. Lazul, Asterion, don't count. Will, still a question mark. But more than half our group is dying. Man, getting old sucks. What does that infernal engine do to you? In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil? This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you? What does that infernal engine do to you, exactly?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted,
Oh, she's the Hulk.
enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
She's the Hulk. So basically, she can't have sex. Because if she does, if she gets too excited, she's going to blow up. But not in a good way. She's going to blow up in a... everybody's going to burn alive. And the tent and the camp. So, Karlach, I know Gale and you may or may not have a thing. I'm all for it. I'm going to support my buddy. And I'm going to support my new buddy. But let's try and fix the problem first. I'll make sure we get the iron. You make sure... just hold on tight, okay? Let's just say that. You must be pent up. What's that been like? I wouldn't mind that myself. I've never been one for too much contact. Thing is, I have to, man. This is not a choice. It's not 1, 2, or 3. It's just 1. It's 1, nothing, nothing. You must be... pent up?
I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But
That's the attitude.
not today.
So in a way, you could say, she's an incel. Right? Wow, I didn't know those could be likable.
Soldier?
Right back at you. I was going to add something more about the engine. So, is Infernal Iron the only thing we need to fix your situation?
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
I read that as frosty tips for some reason. Alright, that's enough. But what was she doing T-posing back there? Alright, Volo. I'm just worried about the owlbear, you know? It was supposed to follow.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Oh, there's one of these atop the entrance to the... what you call it? The Grove. We might need to check that out. Also, what was I going to check? Maybe the owlbear will be here. It's just doesn't like ruins, right? Maybe if we camp outside, it will be fine.
How can I help?
No, nothing, Gale. Not right now. Astarion, it's been a while.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Not eat anyone, please. Thank you. Tell me about your history. How does someone become a vampire, exactly? Oh, these are new. What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers? I need you in my party. Well, considering the last time we saw each other, Astarion, you tried to eat me while I slept, I'm wondering a little bit more about your history. Criminal history, in particular. Anything of note?
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Tsar family, eh? So Russian. We're gonna meet them. And if I had to bet, it's gonna be in Baldur's Gate. So we're gonna leave a note about that. Okay, so you were a thrall. I'm sorry that that subject was touchy for you. But, you know, my neck is touchy for me as well. So, with all due respect, how does somebody become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire.
Oh, okay. So the process isn't to be bitten by a vampire. You need to be bitten, and then that vampire who has control over your mind needs to allow you to drink their own blood so you can be fully in control of your faculties. Well, sounds like every relationship I've been in. So they bite you, you bite them. But that never happened to you, Astarion. You never bit anyone. You're still a thrall. Except for the tadpole. I feel like that question I just made is more represented by in theory than by the second one.
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
What do you think is waiting for us in Moonrise Tower? Oh, we just completely changed the subject, man. That's very disrespectful. I mean, finally, he's being straight and honest. We gotta reward that. Thank you, Astarion, for the story. And I would like to know later on why it is that you're no longer a thrall. And how we can make that permanent. Especially if you're going to stick around. Or we're going to be meeting your friends, the Tsars. We're not going to ask about Moonrise Towers yet. Will, you got something to say, I bet?
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
I bet you pray that it does. I think Will be coming with me next time I go out. I think I'm going to have to leave Gil behind.
May the darkness protect you.
You too. The artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it? I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. We should journey our separate ways. Maybe next time we go out. We'll see. I'm kind of liking that Karlach gets along with everybody except Will. So I'm definitely going to have Will and Karlach in my party next. So we'll need another tank, and that can be Lazel or Shadowheart, whichever. Damn, what? It's like the water went down the wrong pipe. The artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it, or what does it do when we're at camp?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
Curious. They should just happen to have an item that can protect us. How did you come by it? We know this. She stole it from a Githyanki crash. And yet, well, or from Githyanki's at least. And yet you don't know what it is. That doesn't add up. Say it costs you your life. What then? Why are we being so skeptical, though? Can't we just ask these same questions in a nicer manner? This one we're not going to ask because we know the answer. And you don't know what it is. That doesn't add up. Yes, it does. She explained that her goddess, I think it was Lolth, I think that was her name, sent her and told her, "Oi, bring this back to us to the temple in Baldur's Gate." And she was like, "Sure, we'll do." And we don't remember jack shit because our memories were wiped for this mission because we were like spies. That's it. So it costs you your life, what then? Why? This is a shit conversational tree. Alright, time to end the day, and hopefully Owlbear will appear. Please. Please. You have enough camp supplies? Yes, I do. There we go. Oh, I was waiting for this.
One horn, the stink of Avernus, advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The blade of frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach.
They would make a great couple, man.
Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
They could be the next big thing in Hollywood, man. And they're fighting. You know what? They'd be great cast for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It'd be perfect. And again, I don't know why I'm matching Karlach with everybody, but I guess I'm playing Cupid a bit. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate how good that shirt looks? Go off, man. Go off. You've got it all wrong, Will. Karlach's not about to hurt anyone. The two of you have met before, I see. I brought you your target, Will. Why don't you do your honors? Well, the honors, I meant. You two have met before, I see.
If by met you mean hoofing it through the hells with this fucker on my tail.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red
he's seeing it too.
of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the blood war. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof, clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to
I don't
tell
see it
you.
on you,
I'm
though.
not what you
What blade are we
think I
talking
am.
about?
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape.
Well, that's the proof we
Shudders
needed.
With Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the blood war, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No, I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
honestly, I don't see the harm in serving the enemy when the enemy is fighting your enemy. Right? Like, let's bring this down a notch. Let's think sports, right? Let's say I'm in a team. I'm fighting for top spot in the league. And there's two other teams fighting for the same thing. We're very far ahead from everybody else, right? And the next match that's coming up, right? The two of them that are also fighting with me for the top spot, they face each other. And they go ham. They just destroy each other. Kicks everywhere, incredible exertion, red cards flying by, referees getting knocked out. Somebody's wife is also knocked up, and it wasn't by the husband. What happened there? Nobody really knows. But the important thing is that they killed each other on the pitch. Those two teams, they're no longer the same. And Heart for a Furnace had nothing to do with it. Now, these two teams are now weaker because either one made the other lose points, which helped me, or they both lost points. Let's say one won, they get 3 points, but the other one gets 0. I need to play my game, which has nothing to do with the two of them, so I'm winning my points anyway because it's people lower on that food chain, if you will, in the table. So either one of them is going to lose points, or both will lose points. If they draw, they get 1 point each to my 3. That is beneficial to me. Why would I be complaining about that? And in this case, it's not even that akin to sports because there's no bad guy in sports. So it was a horrible metaphor that I don't know why I included in this, but I did. Cheers, mate. Hope you enjoyed it. But in this case, we have a chick working for a devil, killing other devils in a blood war that involves devils. I don't think the blood war involves the people of Erin. It just involves demons and shit from the hells. So why does that bother you, Will? Unless you work for the other team. That's not Sariel. It's one of the others. Asphodel or whoever the fuck the third one was. Stand down. You saw what I saw. Karlach is not a danger. Be practical. She's infected. Same as us. We need allies, not enemies. I should never have trusted you, Karlach. You're as good as dead. Who the fuck would say this? You want to fight, Will? I'll give you one. I'm not in a position right now where I can be fighting anyone. I've got no health, no spells, nothing. He would beat the shit out of me. So this is not an option. She might be a danger, honestly, because she can't control the furnace, so this is not true. But, mate, honestly, be practical. She's infected the same as us. She wants the same thing, which is to not be infected anymore, and we want to not be infected anymore. She's an incredible fighter, as you saw firsthand as well. Those are two different things. Let her stay. We can all work together. And maybe she'll prove you wrong. I don't think you're going to trust me if I tell you that you're wrong, so maybe she'll prove you wrong.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Got you, stubborn. Karlach's not a devil, and you know it. You saw Karlach's thoughts. She poses no threat to the Sword Coast. You're right. Let's cut her down before she causes any trouble. If you... It's you I don't trust, Will. You wanted a fight, you've got it. I don't trust him. I definitely do not. In fact, I think Karlach is the most trustworthy companion so far. Karlach and Laziel. Laziel may not be nice, but I don't think she is mischievous, or at least she's not underhanded about her ways. She's going to tell you straight up if she doesn't think you're right and if she wants to go a different way, and she'll just fucking leave if she wants to. But she's not going to be playing politics with the group. So Karlach and Laziel are definitely the most trustworthy. Listen, mate, you saw Karlach's thoughts, and you know she doesn't pose a threat to the Sword Coast. You saw this actively. Do you not trust your own eyes?
You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live.
Question
Will.
your beliefs?
Don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the Blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I mean, Will
I
is
see the
good.
good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Oh, that went very smoothly. I wasn't expecting it to be resolved entirely, but it seems like that's the case. Both want to talk now. I feel like I gotta talk to Will first. He's the one that changed his mind. Was very gracious about it, honestly. It took a bit, but he was gracious about it. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to resolve it so well, I guess. That deserves a save. Will.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
We'll make mistakes, man. What I'm worried about is who else took part in the pantomime and what their motives were and what they might be up to. I mean, we might have assassins sent after us now. What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Will. Someone set you on Karlach's tail. I'd like to know who this source of yours is exactly. If you weren't so useful, I'd drive a dagger through your skull. Absolutely not. Number 2 it is.
I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I will pay my penance. Good then, I deserve answers. Penance, should I be worried? Intriguing. A chance to see the blade squirm, perhaps. Penance, mate? Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
It's not about me that I was worried. It's about everybody else. But that was resolved. And I'm happy with that. I'm not happy with the fact that the owlbear is nowhere to be seen, man.
Glad Will
Did not
saw
make it to camp.
sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
It takes a pretty slick diplomat to make you not kick each other's asses, though. How about that? Does it? You're pretty loud. I'm glad he's joined us too. Glad you two can make peace. I'll be keeping an eye on him. If it turns on you again, he's dead. Does it? You're pretty loud.
Fair. But still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
We'll see. I think I'm going to have both of them on the team next time we leave camp. But now, it's time to go through conversations again, I guess. Although there are no icons on top of anybody, so...
Ah, my good fellow.
Oh, my
Quite
good
the cozy
fella.
setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good thing for Will that Karlach called a truce. A tiefling that mighty would shred him to pieces and burn the remains. Now, what did you need?
Well, honestly, I wanted to know that. I wanted that opinion. That's it.
Copper for your thoughts?
Oh, I thought she was going to ask a question. I was going to say yeah. This isn't where I thought we'd end up. How about you? You'll need to stay behind in camp for now. So, in your expert opinion, considering I've seen you cut down dozens of devils, what is the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive him. Anyway, what were we talking about?
This is where I thought we would end up. How about you? I feel like that's just like with Shadowheart, where you can ask, well, what do you think about the adventure so far? I feel like it's a question that we shouldn't be asking so soon. We just met Karlach. You're not going to stay behind in the camp yet. But Gale, unfortunately, will.
Thank goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked high enough against us already. No need to turn on each other.
Well, I agree. Couldn't agree more, actually. Alright, mate. You know I love you, man. You know I love you. But I'm going to need you to stay in camp a bit. Don't worry. Don't worry. Karlach is still going to be there next time, okay? And we're going to meet back at camp, right?
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Don't worry. We'll travel again together later, okay? Wait. What are we going to be doing? No. Don't worry. We'll travel again together later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
You'll be fine. Don't worry. I got tons of books for us. Also, maybe I should have checked his gear before I did that. Albe's still not here. Wait. I can access their inventory. There we go. So you've got no... Oh, actually you do. You've got padded armor. Light armor 11. Do you have something better?
I'd love to, thanks.
Oh? Oh, isn't my intent? This should go to Astarion. I think Will...
Let's move.
Doesn't use light armor. He does. Is he proficient in it, though? It's so hard to tell with his setup. Oh, it's comparing it to me, not to him. Okay, 11. And this is 11, but when you inspire an ally using Bardic Inspiration, you gain 4 temporary hit points. That's not good for you, but does it look good? Is the question. Well, I mean, everybody's got their taste. And it's better than what you had. So yeah, keep it. You're gonna keep them all. Give it to Karlach. It's awful. Sorry. It is. This is thrilling gameplay. Thrilling. You might need more spells though. She's encumbered.
Well.
Yeah. We don't want that. How much are you encumbered by? What happens if I do this? Am I encumbered now? I'm definitely encumbered. But I can afford to be. Alright, let's stop this nonsense. I'm not recording this.
One eternity later.
I love you. Your axe got broke. Your whips don't sting. Your priests all croaked. Show her your face and we'll take your eyes, then chop you down to goblin size. The absolute will make you kneel, beg and grovel, bleed and squeal. Fucking poetic. I don't even know why I'm keeping that. Overland travellers nearing Baldur's Gate have been known to smell the city before they clap their eyes on it. This is thanks to what is known as the Outer City, the area that houses much of what Baldur's Gate needs to survive and thrive, but at the same time would rather not keep within its walls. Tanneries, stockyards, slaughterhouses, saltworks, and less than regulated markets abound here, as well as shanties and camps for less fortunate souls who are drawn to the city. Not drowned in the city, although kind of fits. It is the author's firm opinion that respectable travellers should never dawdle in such a place, no matter how tempting its base attractions may be after a long journey. Instead, they should make way promptly while paying strict attention to any valuables on their person or in their baggage, then see about presenting themselves to one of the main entrances to the lower city, such as the famed Basilisk Gate. Once entry has been secured, they can consider themselves in the city proper. I don't know why I read that like Umbridge, but I did. And also, oh, we read the ledger. We read it because it was important. I mean, I guess we can just sell this. We don't need to keep that for a library. Where's that? Add to wares. There we go. A sigil from the Church of Ogma, Lord of all knowledge. It is stamped with a seal of Brevik Feanor, most high lawmaster of the unrolling scroll temple in Baldur's Gate. To the good godly folk of Faerun, in this first instance, and in the name of the Lord Binder himself, let me bid you thanks. The realm's shaking events that have since become known as the Second Sundering marked a time of great confusion and upheaval. Gods fell and rose again, lost continents reappeared, and the very weave shook as the planes birthed a new and yet mysterious order. Such chaos is often anathema to Ogma's sacred pursuit of truth and knowledge. However, with the help of the innumerable first-hand accounts submitted to our agents by good folk all across the continent, the Church is satisfied that an image of these strange years has begun to coalesce. As such, we would kindly ask that no further unsolicited material on this matter be sent to our temples. While all knowledge is of import to the Lord Binder, we are confident that any further plane-shaping events will not be presaged in the shape of tobacco smoke or red in the droppings of a village herd. A new and strange age is upon us. For divine guidance, we humbly bid you to look to your local temple leaders and to forward such relevant materials to them. Yours ever seeking, Brevik Feanor, servant of Ogma. Add to wares. The Unclaimed. In life herself, it has been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her, her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. 1,000,000 souls and more passed her in colourless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand, no voice whispered instructions in her ear, no guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going, and still the goddess did not come to her devotee. Kelenvor pitied her as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but being forgotten. That is, honestly, very good for Shadowheart. I'm going to send that to the camp. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course, I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business. And that ward of Gorion went right along with her. No surprise, a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous Candlekeep. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice that they're referencing the first game. In the first game, well, also in the second game, because I believe it's a continuation of the first. I don't know, I haven't played it. In the first game, you're kind of related to a god in a way. And Gorion is your mentor, who obviously dies very early on. Not a big spoiler. Mentors die in every entry to a story, you know. I'm not going to give examples, but think of mentors. They die. Always. Gorion was that. And the little girl that goes along with him, yeah, that's like your first optional companion out of Candlekeep. Sarevok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that one of the issues that... I didn't finish the game when I played it, Baldur's Gate 1. I was too young. But one of the issues in Baldur's Gate, the first ones that you start hearing rumours about and then you eventually probably tackle yourself, is that there's an iron shortage. And so trade is having lots of issues. And I think it's making it impossible to enter Baldur's Gate, but I might be wrong. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal. I curse Irenicus. And I curse you. Hostile vampire at Katla slums. The 5 tore Tethir to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Valspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradush merchant, retired. I'm guessing that's, that might even be a joke relating to some side quest. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if Ballspawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type, after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundreds more interviews follow, most of them terse. I like how the world is not happy about what happened in the first game. Well, first games. I like that it's been referenced. We're going to keep that. Read. What are we reading? The Lords of Madness, Volume 4. Oh, this is going to give context to the hyenas, we thought. All of the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as firmly as Yenogu. Though his ravenous hunger is claimed to be a mindless compulsion, there is nothing mindless about the thorough insinuation of his presence in the world via his chosen gnolls. But how are gnolls created? First, a chosen Yenogu must do as their master wills. Kill a hyena that then feasts on the corpse of the chosen's victim, and a gnoll is born of the glutted belly of the hyena. Gnolls thus born are hunger manifest. They ravage any living being, tearing body and bone asunder, leaving behind only bones. They care not for wealth or material gain, only to satiate their hunger. That satiation is itself an offering to Yenogu, funneled directly to him. Some might envy the gnolls for such a tangible connection to their creator god, but that envy would melt to utter terror as soon as the beast's rotting breath and wicked cackles made their way through the dark of night. If you should find yourself the object of gnollish pursuit, burn your corpses, cover your scent, and pray to whoever might aid you, for there is no bribing, begging, or reasoning with hunger incarnate. That was a little great to read. Off to camp. The gate is closed. Read. Is this about Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and out... Well, I just funded a new guild of thieves, very likely to Baldur's Gate. And outsiders grow fat on their teat, while native Baldurians starve in the streets. Isn't this the argument that everybody in every major city all around the world has? Like, I mean, there's always this one guy. Well, there's many guys that say this everywhere. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left the gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for the frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough. The gate is closed. We definitely don't need to keep that. What is this? The Curse of the Vampire. Oh, we're going to know more about Astarion now. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty. Beware its charm. Beware its curse. This was written about Astarion then. Beauty, charm, curse, he's got them all. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. I mean, if you're going to be immortal, at the very least be rich, right? How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in the blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than any other. So just don't go out, mate. Just work, get home, go to sleep. Put garlic on top of your door so it smells like shit. Well, actually, garlic, so long as it's dry and not open, doesn't smell. Anyway, if you must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your God at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress if protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. If it be a friend, look upon them. Do not find them pallid and worn. See you any mark upon their neck. See you any dirt upon their clothes. Unless their need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again. But they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. That goes into the library. Talus. Divination without magic. We got this from our last incursion into a ruin. This very one. Each page in this illustrated book describes the meaning of a different Talus card. Our message has been penned down on the title page. My dearest Quelina, while you were sleeping, I did another Talus reading. I half expected the drow to draw the fool, because that is what I feel like. And what is your venture if not reckless? Instead I drew these. The 10 waves, meaning divine loves, bliss or illusions. The comet, meaning riches, found or fulfilled wishes. Death, meaning new beginnings. The suit of waves resembles love, and I know that we have it still frail. But can you blame my heart for beating faster when I saw these cards? I've been staring at them for an hour and I need to go. The cops aren't going to clean themselves, but I know that when I come back home tonight, you will be gone. But when you return, will you tell me if you feel the same, or if this was all just a blissful illusion? I love you, Alice. Journey well, that seems interesting. The first page summarizes the contents. The remaining pages constantly elaborate on them in great detail. On not going to cities, the simplest piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities entirely. On marketplaces, people often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in a city market than in a local village fair. Fools. To them I say, your fleeces and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market square, and you will have only a few lumps and bruises to take home. On taverns, all sensible folk enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of their friends, but some of you may have heard tell of the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast. If bawdy names like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard's Stave were not sufficient warning for the impropriety, let it be known to you that you will be robbed long before okay. So this is the opposite of the other one we saw. That was keep the gate shut. Sell this. Journey through the jungle. The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ulu Thalung, said Jaw. It's coming. Jaw dropped, haha, no pun intended, her pack and scurried up the nearest bitter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Awoo. There it was again, above and beneath, and all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine, a tentacle, it hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's screams swelled, then faded, as Ulu Thalong, that's a name and a half, dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untrampled and shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. An open letter to oppression and peacocks. Written in a furious sloping hand, this is a letter to the editor of Baldur's Bash, a tabloid notorious for its controversial articles. Dear editor, I find it despicable, nay, diabolical, that you would defend Baldur's Gate's ridiculous restrictions regarding animals in the city. No animal larger than a peacock may gain entry. How archaic. My darling Giselle is the most well-behaved bear you ever met. And yet to spend time with my child, I must visit my summer home in Cormier. I call upon the Parliament of Peers to resolve this issue immediately. The emotional and psychological well-being of the people of Baldur's Gate is at stake, and I shall take this to the highest of authorities should it not be dealt with accordingly. Right now, Giselle cries out for her father. This archaic policy has separated a child from their parent. I don't know how Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard lives with himself. I don't either, mate. I really do not. As for my last letter, your analysis is flawed. The hells are not so simple to understand. Boiling down 9 cosmological layers into evil, but with a few more rules, does generations of scholars discredit. Each layer is its own unique moral and magical ecosystem. What Zariel permits in Avernus may be blasphemy to Mammon in the chained cities of Minorus. These are some cool-ass fucking names, and I hate fantasy names. But Minorus, that's good. Avernus, that's great. The hells bend not only to their whim and will, but to their mere presence. The more souls they acquire, the more that combined influence spreads. Avernus itself is glorious to study. Watch our Yugoloth mercenary debate mid-battle with our Rakshasa, and tell me I'm wrong. From its red starless sky to every blood tributary leading to the Styx, there is something to explore. Of course, getting down there in the middle of the blood war is a bit stressful, but you can't judge what you don't know. I've got enough topic. The point is, you're wrong. Looking forward to your reply. Cheers. That one, we can keep. Death and Divinity. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into small pieces, disease, war, funeral rites, but there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons, it was Jurgle, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare until even he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane, and Miracle must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Miracle claimed primacy over death from Jurgle's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder, if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kalimvor to judge passing souls if one's deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die, after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. I guess the else was not necessary. This goes to camp. I find it weird that Shadowheart, who doesn't worship the god of death of this temple, but worships a god of loss and darkness, that she's not very much curious about Withers. I'm curious about Withers. Esteemed reader, while this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the utmost reaches of Fairland, I must warn that this season's edition contains news from some might find, in a word, shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute reported by our agents in Eldgard will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between goblins and Loth Sworn Drow, Troll and Dudagar are a particular cause for alarm. Isn't Loth Shadowhearts? Dun dun dun. Send that to camp just in case. You can move now. That's great. We've finished with inventory management and reading. Woo! Awesome. No, don't go to bed. I almost did the unthinkable. Hourglass. Astarion.
Nothing like a little camp drama to spice up the evening.
That's what I was saying.
It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
I mean, he's not wrong. Anyways, speaking of violence and drama, what do you think about the Moonrise Towers? What's waiting for us there?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours.
On that we agree.
But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Cheers.
Best be on my way.
Will.
Well met.
Willy Will. Come on.
That's the spirit.
Cheers, mate. Oh. Oh, I took a full-on backstep to that. You're joining me. And you're leveling up, but also, yeah, you do have this, but you have armor, so you can't wear it, so maybe I should give you something that's not armor to use. What did I do? What did I press? Why did my camera go like that? How do I quit this? What happened? I pressed, oh, you bastard. I pressed it. Come on. Anyways, inventory. So if he's going to be using mage armor, unless we can change it. And he can just wear light armor, but mage armor is just better. It just is. Let's level him up first, and we'll see. Now, we can help ourselves to a little bit of a level up. Let's go with Hold Person, Pact Boon. Pact of the Chain. Gain the service of a familiar, a face spirit that takes the form of your choosing. This can be an animal, imp, or corset. Pact of the Blade. You can summon a... Haven't we chosen this? You can summon a packed weapon or bind the one you are wielding, making it magical. Packed weapons use the wielder's spellcasting ability modifier instead of strength or dexterity. Pact of the Tome. Your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. Don't we already have the ability to summon a familiar? But I like the idea of summoning a familiar. I don't know, it's been so long since I've used this guy. Not all spells are available to change, though. Gained a cantrip. Minor illusion. Create an illusion that compels nearby creatures to investigate. That seems good. Spells. Invisibility and minor illusion have the same icon. Wow, it's very similar. Let's go with that. I just want to level him up. I mean, if we're going to screw it up, I'd rather screw it up in one save and not two. Everybody gets this cantrip. Now I just feel like another regular fucker. Arcane Trickster. Thief or Assassin. Definitely. Arcane Trickster is not even a question. I don't even need to read Assassin or Thief. As quick with a spell as you are with your lockpick. Your illusions and enchantments keep opponents on the back foot. I'm alright with that. Spells next. We have Color Spray. Oh, these. Oh, this is so good. Both are so good. Hideous Laughter plus. I mean, Disguise Self is not bad. Kind of fits a vampire. But Sleep is just so good. I'm guessing it's good now, though. I don't know if it's going to be very good the higher level we get, because it's just 24 hit points. But magically change all aspects of your appearance. Is that really going to be that useful? Is it really? I mean, I know it's Baldur's Gate 3, made by Larian Studios, but is it really? For now, yeah. I'm going to leave it as it is. You do wear armor, though. Light armor, if any. But still, like, still armor. Let's go with this. That's a good one. Unless... Oh, Thunderwave's not bad. But yeah, let's go with that. Cheers, Astarion. Level 4. Here we go. Gained a spell. Replace a spell. New feat available. Gain a spell. Well, no, you don't even need to think about it. Replace a spell. No. How many spell slots does he have? We also need to... I was going to say enjoy for whatever reason, but that's not what I meant. Why are these here? Well, we need to fix this up. Oh, vampire bite. This is new. Oh, that's cool. Does he... He heals from this. This is huge. But you can only do it once until long rest. There you go. So that's done.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Alright, so now, finally, we get to talk to Shadowheart and get some sleep
Seems
and
like
go
Will
do
and
some
Karlach
interesting
will
shit.
play nice from now on. Saves us having to pick sides.
If you had to pick sides, which side would you have picked, Shadowheart? I think I know, but I'm curious. I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. We should journey separately from now on. I want to get to know you a little bit more, Shadowheart. Do you think you're ready for that, or not quite yet?
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Aww. She looks so vulnerable. Why is that so wholesome? What drew you to Shah? Oh, Shah. It's not Lolth. It's Shah. That's the one. That's the god. Tell me something about yourself besides Shah. Besides tadpoles. So how did you end up worshipping Shah? Was that a family thing or... big event?
She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive.
Big event then.
She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell.
I have a good book for you. Don't know who wrote it though. Might have been Selûnites. Who knows? It wasn't particularly slander. It was much more so, you know, just a part of the devotion of Sloth, or whatever she was called. I swear I was paying attention. I swear. Okay, and so besides Shah and tadpoles, what's more about you? What's interesting about you?
What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well,
When you put
I
it that
like
way.
night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
That's exactly what I meant. You have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass them. Really? You've flown between the planes of existence, but you've never been swimming. That's exactly it. Anything else you'd care to share? Turn to other matters. I mean, really? You've flown through planes of existence, but never learned to swim.
It's nothing to laugh at. Save your questions if that's how you're going to react.
Anything else worthy to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memories suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
That's a big price to pay. Yeah, that does seem quite extreme. I mean, she said this. That's not the right question to say, but still, like, that seems a lot. Like, couldn't they just suppress specific memories from a specific point onward? Did they have to cripple your personality as well?
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
It's a lot of determination on that face. What about everything that's happened to us so far?
Fine. What's on your mind?
Nope, not asking that.
On
All
my
right,
way.
and it is time, finally, for sleep. That's interesting, that she meditates, and she meditates, and they hate each other. Maybe we shall find friendship together. Also, no, we're done. I am worried about the owlbear still, but it's time for sleep. Alright, let's go like this. we're going to actually go through this. We care that much about. First of all, I want to finish the gruel that was given to us by the beautiful granny, who disappeared, by the way, and I'm really worried that she might be not safe. So that's first of all. That's going to be me. Everybody else, I get the feeling that it's a good night for some ribs. It's a good night for some ribs. So we're going to be going with that. We're going to be cooking some mutton as well, for anybody that's interested. But we need to make this a bit more of a diverse diet. So let's have some cabbage. Let's have some charming little eggs as well. And we will continue with some apples. We didn't need that many apples. And cheese. Whoa, that's a lot of cheese. Cheese? Sausage? That is a lot of sausage. A baguette? That's a lot of baguette. Fish. Oh, I'm already above. Why did I think I was below? The apples were carrying. Alright. Frites. Grapes. Ooh, I didn't choose, actually. Didn't choose any wine. Any beverages. There you go, perfect. Let's make that a full, beautiful rest. Oh, I'm gonna wake up so nice tomorrow. Gonna be such a great day. Oh, there we go. There we go. You made it. Aww. I can't talk to you though. I need to drink one of the potions. I want to see how you are. Like actual talk. I'm gonna leave and give me a second, Scratch. Inventory. Animal speaking. Drink. Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Cheers, mate. I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend? I stayed with him until I knew he was gone.
It's alright.
I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
I'm sure he was very happy about the fact that you were there with him until the end. Hope we can be friends too. I meant that from the bottom of my heart. Nothing can happen in this game to make me mean something as much as that. Except the fact that Owlbear's not here, and the fact that Scratch did show up is worrying me. Why is Owlbear not here? Also, how do I exit? We have two merchants. Volo is a merchant? What do you sell, Volo?
Ah, quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you.
Nothing. At least not now. Not yet. How do I leave? I guess there's no exit straight up. We just go leave camp. Shadowheart? What's up? Is the water scaring you?
Telltale signs of dark justiciars that we've been seeing. I'm having a hard time believing they're a coincidence.
We've been seeing telltale signs of dark justiciars? Right, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I remember all of them. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, what options do we have? It could be nothing, all the same. Lands like these must have seen all sorts throughout the years. Coincidence is more common than destiny, in my experience. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, so... Wait. It could be nothing, all the same. Lands like these must have seen all sorts throughout the years. So when in both we're being dismissive. Coincidence is more common than destiny, in my experience. Don't get your hopes up. I kind of like this line, though. Coincidence is more common than destiny. Well, you know what? Coincidence is more common than destiny in my experience, Shadowheart. So, it might really be nothing.
Still, there may be more to it. I need to keep alert, in case that suspicion amounts to anything.
It could be nothing all the same. Lands like these must have seen all sorts throughout the years. Why do I get to say both? They're the same.
There may be more to it.
Wait, what?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Go on.
I can never take for granted how someone might react when they learn I worship Lady Shah. Easier to just keep it a secret than take the risk. But you showed you had an open mind. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar.
Oh, so
There's
that was
scarcely
what
a
the
greater
talk was
way to
about.
fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness.
That's a bit much.
It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add.
You mean her?
The Mother
Oh,
Superior.
the Mother Superior, not Lady
Head
Shah.
of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Okay, wait a second. Yesterday you said you didn't remember anything else about your past, and now you're telling me you remember everything about your past and who you are. Like, this is a big deal. What you've dreamed about since being a little kid, or whenever that life-changing thing happened and you needed a mother and you found it in Shah. Anyways, I don't know what long, perfect, endless darkness entails, but I don't think I like it too much. Maybe what you can do is be very nice about it, convince people that, you know, these are all the great things about Shah, but we don't need to be killing any unbelievers. How about that? Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a Dark Justiciar? I don't understand why be so secret about such an ambition. Secretive. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. It's that awkward moment you don't know what to say, and you're like, thanks for sharing, I guess. Well, that was a load of nothing. I'm not sure why you bothered telling me that. No, that was a shit ton. And I'm appreciating it more from the side of she's opening up and being like, yo, I don't usually do this with a lot of people because I get backlash. I'm not well liked. I'm kind of an outsider, mostly because of your choice of religion. And so, like, I'm feeling more comfortable and I want to share a bit of who I am. And that is admirable in itself, and that should never be shut down. Even if you disagree with what is being shared, which you can disagree on a philosophical level, but you don't necessarily have to disagree on a personal level, if you know what I mean. So, this is a stupid question. We know why she keeps it a secret. And do you think she'll ever relent and allow you to become a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate, hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Please tell me we can answer that. I don't understand why be so secretive about such an ambition. Thank you for sharing. Okay, it's the same answers. I wish we could answer that specifically. Because at the very least, intellectually, you could say, well, maybe there's more to you than just being a worshipper of Shah. And maybe you can find a different way of being a Dark Justiciar and serving your goddess. Because, I mean, you're leaving room for hope, which, honestly, I can't fault you about. And you're doing a lot more than this mother that rejected your promotion is doing for Shah and Shah worshippers. So maybe it's not so much about what you're allowed to do, but about finding your own way. Also, we're talking about an institution, and the institution isn't necessarily representative of the god's motives. Just because she is the mother whatever, I don't remember the title, sorry, don't mean to be disrespectful, but just because it's the mother whatever doesn't necessarily mean you need to follow that path. You know the tenets of Shah, you have studied them, maybe you can find a different way of worship. Maybe even a better way. So, just my 2 cents. Maybe don't give up on that hope. I'm going to ask this just in case. I wouldn't ask it. No. You know what? Just, as I said, I appreciate the fact that you're sharing this. I understand that it's not something you're used to doing. So I appreciate the gesture, really. Oh, we can just say that and continue on. Okay. I wanted to talk about what's happened to us. I can't help but feel you and I might have missed a chance to connect. Truly connect. I like how that means sex. Truly connect. By means of our reproductive organs. We should journey separately for now. That's it. We don't need to talk anymore. Also, where were these signs of Dark Justiciars? Legit. And also, since we're here... Wait. Journal. Rescue Volo is complete. Personal quest, find a cure, main quest, travel. Region, here we go. Explore the ruins. We found a large empty sarcophagus hidden within the ruins. From the looks of it, it has recently been opened. So, Withers wasn't it? Going to be wearing this before I interact with this.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
The plague by the sarcophagus mentioned a guardian of tombs. Could it be the strange figure who offered us help? Well, that wasn't useful at all. It could be good to be wearing this and interact with this. Look away. Not yet. Not going to interact yet. Let's get back to that. I wonder if Gale is going to be afflicted by his condition now that he's not traveling with us actively. Will we go back to camp and find that he needs help? Or will it simply not matter? Let's get out this way. Okay, camera. Okay. Okay. So... we should get our passives going. I don't think you have any. You have Speak with Animals. Can you cast this on somebody else? No, it's gain yourself the ability.
Pride of the gate.
You also have it. This is a ritual. You can do it once every short rest. We might be going into a city though, so maybe don't cast a corset yet. Because that's going to... may not be the best for us. And that doesn't lose you a spell slot. That's big. Armor class 14 is not great, but, you know, could be worse. We can always look to up your dexterity somehow.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
You had something, right? You had something that was good. Shield of Faith, until long rest. Oh, but it requires concentration. Never mind. We're not going to use this. Not in the way that I thought. So these are all the healing ones. I don't like them there. There we go. The offensive ones, and these are cantrips. Yeah, that's fine. So don't cast anything in particular with you. You already have the animal stuff.
Well, in it.
You need to do this. Oh, you can't cast it on someone else? You can cast it at level 2, which would give you... casting a spell at a higher level doesn't grant any additional benefits. Nothing. So we don't upcast it. So now, we're at 17 because of mage armor. That's good. We do lose a spell slot, but we can always regain it. Tears protection. Oh, you get this from the weapon. Let's put that there. I guess.
No one stopped
That's
me
alright.
yet.
Okay, enough fiddling with menus. Enough fiddling with menus. It is time to advance in the story that's been told. Na, na, na. Actually, we're not going to advance in the story, but we shall continue on this journey of ours. This journey through the lands. We can definitely remove this. So that's done. I remember there being something on this coast, like a ritual site or something. But we're not going to go there yet. Return to Sevlot, no. We do have to do the survivors of the caravan, and we also have to do the goblins. The goblins... you know what? First of all, let's check that everything is as it should be. Olsen, you're still in your place. Very much not dead, I mean. The owlbear. The owlbear. It's not here, though. Crawler, have you seen the owlbear?
What? Ain't nothing left to chase. Unless you fancy volunteering.
Where's the owlbear? Next time we camp, I'm going to make sure we do so out here in the open. Let's go check on Holson, and after checking on Holson, we'll go check on the grove. We have to make sure that they haven't actually sealed it off. My knees.
The ringleaders have to die. Man. The very natural order of things is in danger. Thanks to them.
We'll do. But we'll do it later. I just wanted to check to see that he was staying put where he needs to be. Oh, you know what? One thing we can do to make sure we don't waste the fact that we've come here. The chainmail thing. I will make it so that the two girls get heavy armor, likely, or at the very least, what's her name? Shadowheart's going to be able to. But that's some time off.
Pleasure.
Cheers. And I never robbed you. Oops. How do we, There we go. Okay, so back to the Grove. I guess the quest would No, the quest wouldn't update on its own, would it? I also have a feeling, not a feeling, but I had the idea of why are you going there? Why are you doing that? Maybe it is possible to find something in the woods, some unexplored area by the goblins, and we can lure them to that place that they haven't explored yet. But yeah, I was thinking maybe there's something down south in this place that we might be able to lure them away from the Emerald Grove. Emerald Grove. But before we do that, we definitely have to deal with these guys. We don't want to get too close to the crash or reach the mountain pass. So we are going to do something over here, but that's it. Ruins are done. But yeah, I do want to... There's also another Nautiloid chamber somewhere here that we want to check out. No, not you. Why did you turn around immediately, though?
Should mind my step.
Stealth successful.
Free for the taking.
Seems thievery is not permitted here. Unfortunately for you, killing thieves is positively encouraged.
Try and talk your way out of it, or for a bribe. We can talk our way out of it. Listen, mate, I actually kind of tripped. It wasn't really that much thieving. I just tripped onto you. And actually hurt myself with one of the spikes. It kind of hurts a bit. You wouldn't happen to have any potions there, would you? This item was stolen from me. If you've done your job, I wouldn't need to retrieve it. I'm happy to take something else. Your head, for example. Persuasion. Do you really care if the odd trinket goes missing? This doesn't seem to be good against a goblin, is it? +6 +4 +8 +4. Well, never mind. I'm outraged. I'm a Karen. This item was stolen from me. If you'd done your job correctly, then I wouldn't have to be doing this. Retrieving it. That's what I call it. Worst of all, though, we didn't get anything. We just got caught immediately.
You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
Moving ahead.
Shut up.
I got stuff if you got coin.
There you go. We're friends, mate. As I said. You've got a hammer. What's that? Hide armor. You have anything Gale can consume? Anything cheap Gale can consume? Maybe not. But I can barter and give you all of my wares. And you can balance the offer and pay me for them. Absolutely brilliant.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
Sure. Alright, there we go. What you doing, Crusher?
You following me? Get lost.
Oh, it's you. Didn't recognize you. You considering it? Just ending it.
Can't even enjoy a drink in peace.
Well, hope it goes good for you, whatever you choose. Should we go this way? See if we find any secrets. Dirty little secrets. Oh. Nope. We did not. I remember this fight. What I don't remember is where I was going. It's this bridge that I want to get to. This one over here. So we can go south. So let's just teleport to the Blighted Town. Let's deal with those possible survivors first.
You're so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel
Oh, that happened a long time
strengthen
ago.
Neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
I'm with Will. He's got the right of this one, Shadowheart. Definitely does. Alright, so this is the way... This is the way I want to go, yes. Or is it? No, it's down here. Doesn't seem like I can make it through this. Yeah, let's explore down below first, though. Traps. I don't like the saving. The auto-saving, I don't like it. Never a good indication. Give me that wine. It's a barricade. What is going on here? Maybe I'm exploring a bit too far. What's this? Fire wine. No need to put it. No need to waste it. Come on.
So much for a warm welcome.
Huh. Everybody up. Can we just shove this?
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe bearing mountain of fur shields. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Well, that was close. Wasn't it? They didn't take any damage. I will, if I drop. This is a time where I miss Gale. Already I miss you, Gale. And it's been so... like maybe 20 minutes at the most? Okay, so... who has a Scroll of Featherfall? I think Shadowheart has one.
What to do?
Well, jump here. Mainly. Come on, everybody. Oh, the camera's going insane in this section.
Another step forward.
Well, that's what we do. Step forward. What are you doing? Oh, you're fending off the gnolls.
Path lies before me. Something over there.
I'll be stealing. I don't know that I want to, though. The gnolls are being fended off. I definitely want to place somebody up top here. Oh, fuck. Not me. Just not me, please. Oh, you're a big boy. Flind. Warlord. 85? Critical miss. Good. Critical miss twice. Also. Ooh, you're doing good. Honestly, you're doing good with your positioning and stuff. Good job. It's a shame that all of my people are not even in the fight for some reason. Oh, they're still there?
What's cooking?
Wait a minute.
Light as air.
No, I didn't mean that. Why are they not following, though? On their own, I mean. Well, you go over there.
Can't afford any mistakes.
I don't know why I'm sending...
Better tread carefully.
I don't have that many ranged characters with this composition now that I think about it.
Every step counts.
Galar! You idiot! And your initiative is 2 as well. Horrendous. Well, you two don't need to. Oh, you're gonna be seen by him. Could we potentially jump up here instead?
I don't see why not.
Do it. There you go. Okay, now. Now the fanciness is done. It's my turn. Let's see. We have a warlord we want to get rid of. An archer. Now spells are doing good.
I need to find a way forward.
Definitely go over there. Critical miss and miss. Fucking damn it. I don't think they're smart enough to throw stuff at me. What happened to it? Oh, it was on fire. Can't believe this guy only got hit once. Well, never mind. That was idiotic of me. And he's going into the goo. Not very smart. My positioning here is not smart either. That was very good. He saved, but everybody else didn't. I don't think anybody can make it through. Fire is working really well for these guys. We just need AoEs now. Any AoEs will be good. You're gonna need to rage, definitely. Not enough movement. You cannot jump, so let's go this way. Trying to avoid fire by staying here. Actually, if we dash, can we reach this? Yeah, we're gonna stand right there, right in front of everybody.
Battle favors the fearless.
Hope for the best. You...
Coming through.
should definitely go over there. It's a shame about the AoE that I received. Ah, you're just so close. So close, man. That doesn't do it.
Let's go.
Should have known that these two were together. Linked. Damn it, and you miss as well. Paralyzed. Oh? Oh, no animation played. But you did do something. Good job. Not so great from me. Critical hit 2. That's interesting. So I need an AoE, as we said. Level 2 is more damage. I don't think I needed it. Now that I think about it, that was dumb. Well, I'm not looking too good. At least if I can in the fire. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Will, you suck. You absolutely suck. Why can't I do this? Casting spells is blocked. What? Karlach used Pommel Strike on Flint. Karlach needs 16 to hit. They rolled 14. Choose how to react. Oh. Reckless attack. Gain advantage on attack rolls until the end of your turn, but enemies also have advantage against you. Do not react. It's not necessary for this. We're gonna die. Your body is dead as well. I didn't even notice. That was the worst choice. you could have made. Wow. Shadowheart, you did wonderful. You didn't. Critical miss. Oh, this is not looking good. And I'm paralyzed now. Ooh, yeah, this is not going well. Yeah, Shadowheart's not going to beat this. Let's not waste any gigabytes. Come on. Finally, you have no idea how much trouble this little bridge is giving me. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Shadowheart's on the other side of that bridge.
Who the hell's...
Hi, how are you? Love your hairstyle. Will do,
if we
sure.
don't deal with them gnolls, none of us are getting out of here alive.
Oh, that accent, man. Ah, man. What I would give to sound like that. That wasn't me attempting to sound like that, just sound different. By the way. Never mind. Backtracking aside, there's another way out. Follow me. I'll deal with the gnolls. We just rested. Alright. Hold the line. While I prepare for battle. Prepare for battle. Ooh. Prepare for battle. How does Gandalf say it?
Prepare for battle.
Anyways. Persuasion. One of us is getting out of here richer. I don't fight for free. What are we? The Witcher, man? Fuck off. You're on your own. Cheers, mate. Honestly, I don't want these guys to die, and I feel more comfortable fighting on my own. Like, I need the backup. Admittedly, I'm not overpowered in this game. But, these seem like two innocents. This guy has a beautiful top knot, but at the same time, we have to agree on the fact that dude has seen his years, and maybe is not in the best position to fight. And I don't want him dying to werewolf hyenas. Hyenas. So, we do have another way out. It's a little bit weird. Oh, you know what? Fuck you. I can use the conversation. Oh, to move my men. Beautiful. In the meantime, are they moving? I don't think so. Well, I'm locked in conversation. In the meantime, you at least be here, alright? At least be there. Yeah. Perception successful. Fine. Now that they made it through the chasm, maybe you can.
Across the chasm? You might have got in that way, but you're stuck with us now.
What do you mean? It's just a short jump, which does not mean that they wouldn't be able to jump it. But it would at least give us time to get out and not be fighting in a corner. I'll deal with the gnolls. Alright, hold the line while I prepare for battle. Persuasion. What does prepare for battle mean? Fuck, you didn't want to leave? You didn't want to escape? Then prepare. Then give me time.
The fire won't hold them forever, though. Be quick
What
about
happened to your crossbow?
When the fighting starts, we'll be right alongside you.
Man! Who did that to you? That wasn't the gnolls. They don't use crossbows. Anyways, I feel I need to do this. Yeah. Don't move, please. Because I don't know how if this is actually timed or not. And I want to check. Yeah, who embedded that crossbow onto your backside? That is... Wow. Also, we can have these? Ooh, I'm feeling mischievous. Do we have... Alright, so this fire here. Gnolls are coming in this way. Doesn't seem like they could come this way. This is inaccessible, probably to the AI, just like it is to us. It is to them. Do we have any traps? Explodey barrels here? Doesn't seem like it. Ooh, I was thinking about... This is a game that makes me think about it while I'm... Oh, that's why. That's the excuse why they can't make it past, because of that giant boulder. I guess it makes sense. Could this have been used as a trap for the gnolls? Could I have, like, talked them into going in this way? Well, that's no longer an option. Anyways, there's just wine here. So I was thinking about murder. There's no sugarcoating it. I was thinking about murder, and I've had some ideas. Let me tell you, I've had some ideas. That being said, what I don't remember is what we've got on the inventory. And this is thrilling gameplay, I know. But I do need my explodables,
the pride of the gate,
to be available. Oh, you've got some. You've got some. Good on you. You don't have them arranged for whatever reason, but you've got some. And this caustic bulb, it's acid. Oh, get that in there too. Shadowheart, I don't believe you have anything. Well, you have the void bulb, which is going to come in handy. Grease. That could be useful. That could be very useful. Because we do have a choke point. If anything else, we have a choke point. You've got a lot of these. Let's split them and give some to me, and at least give one to me. And 2 for Karlach, who I don't think has anything else. Yeah, Karlach is so amazing. I love her. Elixir of Giantism. Yeah, this was involved in my murder thoughts. Let me just tell you that. That's as much as I'm willing to say right now. But let's say it was a possibility. Okay, how long does this last? 10 turns. It's not a bad idea. You know what? Use it. You're going to coat your weapon. Actually, don't do it while in this, because it's going to cost us an action, or a bonus action at least. You're going to do it in a second, while I plan the rest.
No time to
do you have anything else? Actually, do we need to? I'm not going to spoil this, but I know we need to. Basically, what happened with this chasm was that this was the real boss. These guys, they have a strong guy over here somewhere. I think it's this guy. No Hunter, no. No Hunter. Here we go. Flind. This guy, who's over there doing graffiti, he's very powerful. Level 5, 85 hit points, and he paralyzes you every time he hits you. So, or has the chance to. So that's very strong. But, oh. No, just a wooden barrel. Okay, nothing we can use. But the big boss was actually this little bridge of shit over here. Because what happened was that the first time we made it through, we got some of the party stuck there. And so they got into the fight later. And that made it a little bit of a mess, let's just say. And then that happened again. And then it happened again. And it got a little bit frustrated to the point where I said, fuck this shit. And didn't play the game for a while. Because what happened was that the first time the fight got fucked because of this. But the second and third times, what happened was that I kept getting hit by the boulder, even though I was doing everything exactly the same. And I was like, okay, I got lucky in my first checks, maybe. But it's still the canon event. We're going to keep it. Alright, that's my excuse for the save scum. So, yeah. Finally, we've done it. We've done it. Let's, exit this.
Soldier.
Coat your weapon. What else can we do?
What now?
You know what?
My faith protects me.
Ooh, that actually covers some of the area I don't want you covering. I thought you had more hit points. Throw this. Over there. Let's make sure that there's more space covered. They're not doing anything, though. Ollie? Rugan? You alright? Anyways, we can give you resistances. Or break concentration, blessing of the trickster. I didn't know I had that. Well, I guess my time ran out. Did you see that? That was super smart. I was going to protect him.
I'll try to hold the rest back.
I was going to give him resistance. You're in flames, man. I love how we're already dead, basically. Oh, no, not at all. Oh, this is already not on fire. That's very convenient for you. Alright, it's just my turn, and then it's you.
Another fight. Let's go.
It would be very nice of all of you to group up into one space so I can destroy you. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Where is the leader? Flynn, all the way back there. We could go for that. Oh, why? Why would you need to? Yeah, I know why you would need to. We're in a very bad spot. How far can we go? Not too far. Let's try not to. Okay, so that's all my movement. But now I'm in a better spot to do something like this. And that would hit all three of them with all chances of bringing them down. And whose turn will it be? It doesn't really matter. It's 3. Let's actually shoot it at a number 2. Level 2. One is on the ground. Oh, they got hit by quite a bit. This guy, I don't know, resisted everything. Something like that. And we're going to fly back. You're at full health, but still. Take cover there. And that's your turn, buddy. This guy's gonna shoot something at someone. Or not. Oh, he did dash, didn't he? He did. So we need to go through No Flesh Noah. Everybody's got basically 20 health. Can we throw this as a... No, this requires an action. Can't be a bonus action. This can be a bonus action somehow. Tears protection. Protect a creature from attacks. Increase its armor class by 2. We're going to be using this. Can you make it without jumping? Oh, beautiful.
Moving.
Oh, you're so... Carla, I fucking love you. Also, why... Oh, it's... It uses a both. I thought it used one or the other. Well, that's a bloody shame. It's not like I can't move you too far. Good. If he dashed, he can't attack. Soul numbed. What does that do? Concentration block. Well, that's okay. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We want to make sure is that we disable as many of them as possible. Well, okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. We're gone. See ya. What is with the camera in this area? Okay. So you definitely need to make it out of the acid. Oh, it's not Will's turn, though. So just walk through it. That's going to give you a better angle. You can still move a bit. So that's good. Your health is fine. As I said, what we need most is to disable someone. So it might be a good idea to cast this. That would affect 4. That would affect 4. But honestly, I'm less worried about this No Fang of Yenogu than I am about the leader. So this seems like the better option. Oh, and it is flammable, as I asked before. So it actually worked pretty well. Good. We could cast Shield of Faith. But there's no point. I'd rather her tank some damage and then we give... We're on fire. Why are we on fire? Were we on fire before? How long will we be on fire? 2 turns. We can't jump. And this is... No, that's going to burn us. So, that's basically where we are now. We could cast this on ourselves, I guess. What's your armor class? 15. Yours is 18, though. You're fine. Or you should be. Her, it's a bit in a pickle, I think. Nah, for now we'll save it. This might be greedy, though. These scientists are the least of our worries. They haven't turned, though, so I wonder what allegiance they hold. Would they be temporarily hostile? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, so after that, it's 3 turns. One is this guy, Flint. The other one is this guy, and the other one is this guy. So 1 turn is not going to be there, because this guy's prone for the next turn. I think he won't get a chance to do anything. But the rest will. What can you do, Will? This could be a good idea. What's that cone? Oh, that's a big cone. That's a good cone. Could you make it here? If I moved you over here... You can hit 3. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Doesn't disable anybody. Hold a humanoid enemy still. They can't move or act or react. Attacks from within 3 meters are always critical hits. 35% chance is not good enough. Arms of Hadar. Oh, that's an AoE around you? Well, no, that's not an option. Right, this seems like a good choice. Even though these 3 don't have a turn for a while. Seems like the best choice. Unless we can put one of these guys down. This guy, for example, so he doesn't get a turn. Actually, we could. It's too good of an option, I think, to pass up. It was too good of an option, to be honest. And we can Expeditious Retreat, gain dash immediately and as a bonus action on each of your turns until this spell ends. This is a bonus action, but it's a level 2 spell. Just like all your spells, really. Maybe I should have used this. Oh, but you regain spells on a short rest. That's fine. Worried about your armor class, but we'll give you a bit more. What's your armor class? 14. Low. But so is hers. Oh, you dashed. Can you attack after a dash? Where are you going? Did that help you? Can you do anything now that you got up? Oh, I thought you couldn't. Alright, that's good. Good job. Should have hit somebody else, but good job. Alright, nice. That was still good. That was still good. And now all of us get a turn. Oh, this is beautiful. Yes, exactly. Everything you say is correct, Karlach. Oh my goodness. How can it be so good? Alright, so we're going to do that as a bonus action, which means that we need to take care of these guys. I'm worried about Flint, mostly. Does that cause an attack of opportunity? It does not. But we need to analyze this very well. It could be possible for me to use this. This does AoE to all of them. Doesn't do the most damage, though. Just use Burning Hands again, honestly. We have 2 scrolls of it. That would hit Karlach as well, so all we need to do is move her away a little bit. That does not cause an attack of opportunity, right, fellows? I am correct about this.
On the victor's path.
Beautiful. You've been doing great, mate. You can also do a flourish. Why not? It's a critical hit. Beautiful. Beautifully done. For now, you're not going to move, but I'm not going to end your turn. Not yet. I might need to move you. You're still on fire.
My turn.
It kind of is. Kind of is, yeah. They both get a turn after this, so you definitely are going to have to hit this guy. Brilliant. But before you do hit, let's see.
So much for peace.
Any AoEs? You're doing good on health. There's still this guy up here. Oh, but he's got 2 health. And he's on fire? Yes, he might just die on his own. This guy won't, but the other guy might. Get over here.
Way forward.
65 is not bad. Level 2, that does how much? 32. I haven't had a good experience with this one, though. No. It will have to be this. Good job. That did quite a bit of damage. You can fly, and you will fly backwards in a second. I could send you over here to pester this guy. The issue is that he could always turn around and just shoot you. Also, you can't make it. You can't make it. Never mind. I was kind of tempted by that idea, gonna be honest. Stand there. Your turn can be ended.
Got to concentrate.
Now, Shadowheart. We might need to cast Aid. It just heals 5. Really, it doesn't heal that much. So maybe not. Guiding Bolt, 50. 50. Could cost it, though. Guiding Bolt would be good because it gives us advantage on the next attack on Flint. So just like Shocking Grasp or whatever Gale had, it's a good attack on people with a lot of health and basically bosses. Damn it all. It's even giggling. Fucking hyena. This guy might be dead by the time his turn arrives because of Rugen and Just being on the fire. Just in case you're going to move him back a bit. At least so he doesn't have the angle. Although you have the highest... Actually, never mind. Just give him a bad angle. But don't go fully out.
Let's cover fire, baby.
Now. Reckless attack. Lacerate. Lacerate will be good. It creates bleeding, potentially. Good. You got 14 damage and also the bleeding. You're so good. You're so good. You also currently have the bonus to your armor class, which is great.
My time.
In your case, do we want to move you? Your AC isn't that good. But you're still bothering this guy. Let's move back. Since we can. We'll see what we do with you next, afterwards. And it might be that if they try and melee me, they have to go through Karlach and she gets an opportunity attack. Maybe. Karlach used main hand attack on Flint. Karlach needs 16 to hit. Karlach rolled 1 critical miss. Gain advantage on attack rolls until the end of your turn, but enemies also gain advantage against you. And this can be a reaction. Oof. That was so good. Oof, this turned out very smoothly. I mean, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that considering Ollie over here. But then again, your name is Ollie, right? You deserve to be hung and quartered. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you should. Fuck you, Ollie. Fuck you. Even if it's spelled different. Alright, so we have 21 hit points on Flint. And we have Shadowheart at half health, which is not great. But very likely she will be okay. I'm surprised that he went for Shadowheart. She's got the most AC out of anyone. She's the most heavily armored. I would guess that's not the person they want to go for, but alright. Main hand attack. I feel like that's the best thing you can do. I don't want you raging. It would give us Stampede, but doesn't necessarily guarantee the result. And you're hitting so well. How you're 8 health already? Alright, we might be able to do this with simple cantrips and
have to keep going.
And attacks. $51 is a very odd number, isn't it? I think that's the first time I've seen... Seed? The dragon seed? No, never mind. I think this is the first time I've seen a 51. Or anything that ends in 1. And that's not either a, you know, solid 40, solid 50, solid 60. Or just, you know, a common 55, 65, 85, and so on. Interesting. Well, to me it's interesting. I don't think it's interesting to anybody else. Okay, so you've got 40% chance to hit on melee. How about this? 25 disadvantage because of the closeness. We're so close to one another. So close. You could do piercing strike. There's no point, really. What about you? If all else fails, that's a 50, that's a 40, that's a 12, that's a 50. It's alright.
I can't even catch my breath.
Should we have me in case all else fails? The chances to hit are pretty low. He's got great AC. 16. We've got real shit attack then.
Talk to me.
On the
As far as I understand the rules. You can create a minor illusion, which there's no point in doing right now. Alright. Let's try it. That could happen.
Put him up.
We still have extra actions though, so we could heal if necessary. There we go. And it wasn't. Oh, that's a beauty. Find the missing shipment. Well, Rogan, we have to face the fact that your mate is dead.
Thank the gods that's over. Wish you'd been with us when the beasts attacked on the road. Might have been more survivors. I don't suppose you saw any of my crew alive out there.
All I saw was blood and guts. Well, yeah, true. This makes me question whether I did see, or if I could have seen somebody alive, but no, I didn't. And I investigated pretty well. I didn't investigate north of here, but I did investigate pretty well everything to the south. It's a pretty grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Hey, and it's a handsome face too. Right? Right? I'm not fishing for compliments. What are you talking about? Eltergard's a long way from here. Where you headed? I'll say friendly, so long as you hand over all your goods. Eltergard's a long way from here. Where you heading?
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make.
I have an
along the
idea.
way.
But we are stopped to make along the way. I'm curious, but my idea was, okay, so you need to make it to Baldur's Gate. You're a bit far away. There's goblins raiding everybody on the roads right now. Why don't you chill at the druids who are performing a ritual, but you don't need to worry about it. I'm taking care of it. Wait at the druids with the tieflings who are taking refuge there, and then once it is time to leave for Baldur's Gate, you can leave with the tieflings. How about that? Anyways, where's that? Maybe I should come see you don't get waylaid again. What are you transporting? But we need to make a stop along the way. Where's that?
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself.
Are you gonna ask me for
You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Alright, give me my notes. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. That sounds ominous. It sounds like I'm going to get into a sex trafficking cult. But we won't know until we're there, right? Little Serpent, Long Shadow. And anyways, if it turns out like it is... Well, but no, we won't buy anything. What are you talking about, people? We're obviously going to shut it down. Jesus. You sickos. Where's the chest? Your cargo. What's in the chest? Your cargo. Intimidation. It's not hospitality I want. It's coin. Detect thoughts. Well, I am suspicious. Let's detect thoughts. I don't have a bonus. I do have a bonus. And I need a 12. Let's hope we get it. I might use inspiration otherwise. Which I don't have? Well, never mind. I don't need it.
Shame we lost so many agents. But the chest is all that matters. Zaris would have our hides if we lost it.
So it sent me to secure the cargo. I don't trust this guy, though. But I have no right to be rummaging through the cargo. Listen, I found a note, a letter, out with the rest of the, well, caravan. It said something about a chest. It'd have an important cargo. What was that about? You're now telling me Little Serpent and Big Shadow and, I don't know, something about condoms. So what's in the chest?
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Taranths.
Taranths are the currency of the Zentarim, a network of merchants and mercenaries with few scruples.
Your Zentarim, your people don't deal in baubles. A lot of people died for those baubles. Intimidation, whatever the cargo is, I'll take it as payment. Here's the thing, though. Already we know they're unsavory characters, right? And that's fine. I don't know why I said here's the thing, but here's the thing. I have a feeling, inside my bones, that goes electric when I think of this gentleman in Baldur's Gate. Not because I get excited about potential sex cults, no, but because there's a mysterious figure in Baldur's Gate that has been coming up quite a bit with different NPCs. We first heard of it as a powerful wizard who is going to get an apprentice sometime soon, a tiefling apprentice. Then we heard of him again in that same conversation because Gale said that he didn't quite trust the reputation the man had and had heard different things and that he'd like to meet him. Then we heard about him from somebody else, but ever since we found that little experiment going on in the village of mid whatever, I don't know, that raided village by the goblins that had the two basements, the one where the apprentice left the master to go and become an arachnid because it, you know, everybody's got their own thing that they're into and you shouldn't laugh at it. It's okay. Spiders are okay. Now feet, that's a different question. Anyways, so the master of that apprentice didn't succeed at its necromantic experiments, but it's still alive, the mirror told us. Admittedly, it had a different name that was not Laroacan, but I have a feeling they might be the same person. And now we have this guy sending something to a mysterious man, admittedly not in Baldur's Gate. So maybe it's not all connected. But I have a feeling that Laroacan is actually going to be very important. He's been sprinkled in too much. Just like Shadowheart's little bauble before she actually used it and revealed what it was. It's been showcased a bit too much. Listen, mate. From what I've heard, your people don't deal in baubles. And I'm also quite sure you wouldn't be carrying anything incognito, anonymous, that you do not know what it is. You've got something important there.
You know who we are. Very clever. And you probably also know it's not smart to interfere with Zent business. This is the point when a clever lad like you accepts my gratitude and walks away.
No, this is the point where I stop asking and start cutting. Intimidation, persuasion. This is your employer's mess, but we can profit. Let's sell the cargo ourselves. I have no issue dealing with unsavory people, so long as what they are doing that is through unsavory means is not for unsavory ends. Depending on the means and depending on the ends, right? If we're talking about transporting stuff and it turns out that the stuff you're transporting is, I don't know, illegal ingredients for dangerous experiments, that's fine. But if you're transporting, you know, say body parts or ingredients to create date rape drugs, then maybe not. It depends. It depends on what we're doing. However, I do not take kindly to threats. And I don't want to make a deal with this guy. This is your employer's mess, but we can profit. Let's sell the cargo ourselves. No. I don't want to sell the cargo ourselves. I want to know what's in the cargo, and then I'll do whatever I want with it. So this is the point where I stop asking questions and I start cutting. Just like I cut your little Gnoll friends. I love how friends can be used as an advantage on an intimidation roll. Isn't that a bit contradictory? I'm all for it though. Oof. That's good. We didn't get a bonus to that. Right, we never used intimidation.
No need for more violence. I'll tell my associates everything was lost in the ambush. The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings. So there's no point in trying to open it.
Of course I'll
And
open
no
it.
hard feelings, you hear? I'd have done the same if I were you. Business at the end of a blade is still business.
I respect this guy. I like him.
Like you could make a name for yourself in this interim. Make sure to drop by our hideout.
I actually will. I like this guy. It's a shame about Ollie, but as I said, fuck Ollie. Ollies are bad. We could use with a short rest, but we definitely don't need a long rest, which I thought we were going at when I saw that this guy was level 5 or whatever. And that the first thing that happened was that he blew us up. Anyways, I want you leaving so I can deal with my stuff.
Breathe deep and move.
Oi, oi,
Poor
oi.
lad. He deserved
Oh,
better.
we're talking about Ollie.
And so does his coin.
I mean, I'm not against it. Shattered Flail. Ooh, you know who I'm thinking might use this? Our little friend Shadowheart, the MVP of this little thing. Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen. I have a feeling we could have had a talk with Flynn. And not just because he had a name to his character. Oh, this is all stealing now. You're gonna stay here? Really? Did you have to? Anyways, this is all mine. Not that it's very useful, but it is all mine. Oh, if you press spacebar, it doesn't actually close it. I have been messing with the settings, so you might see some things are different. And I have been checking the keybinds because... Look, there's a hyena there. Oh, he went into the acid. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, oi, oi, oi. Step away from this. This is my stuff, alright? Well, you tried. That's alright. Let's all make it through. There you go. Without the acid. Let us save. And now that the game is saved, let's examine this. Medium toughness. Bloody handprint, still sticky on the to the touch. Wraps around the iron handle of its heavy oak box. Wow. Keep closed by a large iron lock. Lockpick.
Past this.
I'm not horrible at this. Oh, we need a 20. Who has the most decks? I have 15. She's got 13. 13. 13. Oh, everybody's got 13. Is that the common standard? Anyways, since we're here.
My faith will guide me.
49 against 2 to 7. Hitting an enemy with this weapon heals the wielder for 1.6 hit points, but they can go mad if they don't continue hitting an enemy each turn. Ooh. That is... What does going mad mean? Is that just for combat? Hostile to everyone in the vicinity. Ooh, that's a lot. It kind of fits her, though, doesn't it? A little bit. Let's hope she doesn't go mad. I can fix her. And if not, we can watch the world burn. I don't give a shit.
Tool will do the trick.
You know, as much as I've been thinking about murder these couple of nights, murder within the context of Baldur's Gate 3, let's clarify, so that it is clipped out of context, but then contextualized once we're there. Well, that's not good. As much as I've been thinking about murder, I've also been thinking about the... Well, that's not good. I've also been thinking about how I've been behaving lately. And I have to say, I can... Okay. Okay, come on. I haven't been this bad in a while. There we go. Brilliant. And I've been definitely going easy on Shadowheart for a while now. And there's a reason for that. There's a particular weakness of mine. There is a particular weakness of mine that you may yet find out about. It's pretty obvious if you think about it. But I'm not ready to disclose it quite yet. Yes, we used thieves' tools. Why is that shown? We have iron flask, glowing flask, a flask that can hold friends and foes, likely to make the former the latter. So there's a person in there. Fire amber, warg fang, and 20 gold coins. So we have a person in there. If I go into the quest log, what would that be? Find the missing shipment complete. We broke the seal on the chest. No point in returning it to the owner now. Guess it's ours. Yeah, I wasn't going to return it to the owner. But I do want to check that out. I don't want this guy snooping over my stuff, though. What is it? This. Inspect.
Decorated with a grinning face, this cold iron flask is sealed with a brass stopper.
Yes. Arcana. Investigate the flask. Remove the stopper. Return the flask to your pack. Investigate it with Arcana. Ooh. Oh, we already have guidance. Good. Please be a good roll. Oof. Just barely. Just barely.
Disguised among the decorative elements, you notice a familiar arcane engraving. This is a powerful magical item, capable of trapping and holding a creature. The sealed stopper suggests it is inhabited.
Could it be a djinn or a genie?